Yes, hello everyone. How are you doing? I hope you are okay. Yes, today we have another lesson for your Oxford English course. And today, I think it's a really special day for you because this is the start of our second theme. If you remember, we have covered the first three units. Theme one, identity and culture. Today, we should start theme two. As you can see, theme two titled Local, National, International, Global Areas of Interest. Look, local, national, international, global areas of interest. So as you see, we have four different adjectives describing areas. Local areas, national areas, international areas, and the global areas. You know the difference between the four words? Anyone can
Local is,
explain? Local, yes. What does it mean?
local is nearby you, like in the same neighborhood or in the same
Exactly.
city.
Perfect.
National in the same country.
Mhm.
International is worldwide in different country, and
Mhm.
maybe in the same country. I'm not sure. And the global is around the whole world. يعني different continent country كله.
Perfect. Thank you, Akram. And what about areas of interest? Areas here refers to maybe subjects, maybe uh, issues, maybe places, okay, maybe sections. So it has different meanings. Of interest means which all people or some people around the world are interested in. So unit 4 يا شباب, for this theme we have 4 units, as you see. From unit 4 to unit 7 we should develop the theme. So by the end of unit 7 you should have covered everything related to this theme. Today this is the first start, where I live. Okay, so the second unit, social issues. The third unit, global issues. And the final, travel and tourism. Okay, so let's start where I live. Where do you live, by the way, Khalid? Do you live in a house or a flat? Khalid, are you there?
Yes, I live in a flat.
Do you live in a city or a village?
City.
Right. So you live in a flat in a city. What about you, Akram?
I live in a house in a city.
Right. Me too. I live in a flat in a city. So what about unit 4, ya shabab? Let me give you the main objectives of unit 4. What should you learn, inshallah Rabbil Alameen, by the end of unit 4? Just a second. I'm trying to open the file. Can you see my screen?
No. Yes. Yes.
Yes. So unit 4 objectives. As usual, in each unit you have 4 main objectives or main skills: reading objectives, listening objectives, writing, and speaking. But before I start giving you the details or the main objectives of the main learning objectives of unit 4, let me ask you about unit 3. Do you remember, Yakram, what did you learn in unit 3? what was the main focus of Unit 3?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you repeat the question? I didn't hear, please.
What was the main focus of Unit 3? What did you learn in Unit 3?
We learned about free time activities, pastimes, and hobbies.
Exactly. So, Unit 4, here, let me start with reading skills. And the main focus of our lesson today, the first lesson in Unit 3, in Unit 4, speaking and reading. Speaking, focus, and reading. And I think now you should be aware of what are the speaking objectives. Here, as you see, speaking objectives make appropriate and accurate use of a variety of vocabulary and grammatical structures. Describe the area where you live and the house you live. Again, describe where you live, describe the area where you live, and describe the house you live in. Okay? Then give a short talk about your home, neighborhood, and discuss ideas related to what home means. These are the main speaking objectives of Unit 4. Okay? So as Khalid mentioned, he lives in a flat. And you, Akram, you live in a house. So each one of you should describe where he lives and the area he lives, your neighborhood. But let me ask you before we start our discussion, what does home mean for you? What does home mean for you? Khalid, what does home mean for you? When you say, I am going home, home means what for you?
Home is a place which I can return to it from any problems, from any bad situations. It's a place which I always return in it, and I can feel safely in it. And it is like a secret place for me. All my privacy is in it.
Okay. So let me recap, ya Khalid. Let me focus on the key words he used. Number one, home for you means safety, right? Safety, you feel safe from any risks or dangerous situations. What else? Also, home means shelter for you, the place where you live, and the place that protects you. And the home for you means your relaxation. As you mentioned, you feel relaxed, you feel calm, you feel, let me say, excited, you feel happy when you go home. So home for you, Khalid, means happiness, safety, relaxation. Okay, and let me say, recreation. What about you, Akram? Do you agree with Khalid? What does home mean for you?
Yes, I agree mostly with Khalid. Yes. Home for me is a safe place that you can relax. You can be relieved that this is the place that you are right now. Also, you would be delighted
Yes,
that like you arrived home safe from work. Also, it is a family gathering place.
perfect.
Nowadays, social media is very common now.
Yeah,
So it is so we can gather in one room without connecting with each other by using
yeah.
a chat or only physically. And face-to-face chat is better than anything.
Excellent, Akram. This is a good point. Yes. So Akram, yes. In addition to Khalid words, Akram adds one more, who means family. the right place together with your family. Right? Excellent يا شباب. طيب, now here, look at the photos, please. What can you see? A group of houses, right?
Houses. Yeah.
Okay. So here, I'll give you half a minute. Please read this paragraph. Read it, please. Read with your eyes. Okay. When I ask you describe your where you live, describe a flat or describe your house. What I mean here, to describe the building, give me your full attention, ya shabab, please. You should describe the physical structure of your building, including what? Walls and roof. Okay? But the word home often means something else. As I told you, home means the place where they find the family and the friends, safety, security. As you mentioned, ya shabab. How you feel about your home will also be influenced by what it is like. Okay, so being happy with your house or with your flat based on what? What it is like. I mean, it is big house, small flat, it is in the right place, it is in the downtown, it is in a quiet, let me say, a quiet neighborhood, or it is in a noisy place. It is located on the Nile, or it is located or mountain view, for example. So what it is like also affects your feelings, being happy or frustrated. How long? Also, more ideas, ya shabab. You should include this in your description. How long you and your family have lived there? The years and the long days you spent with your family, with your close friends who visited you in your house or in your flat. And I think here, your memories, your lovely days together. Your relationship with your neighbors. What does mean neighbors?
Like living in the same street.
Exactly. People who live next to you, close to your house. And the other residents of your village or town. What does mean residents?
مقيمين.
Yes, the other people live in the same neighborhood, not your neighbors. So when you describe your house or your flat, number one, you should describe, give me your full attention, ya Khalid, please. Number one, the physical structure of your house, the walls, the roof, the decoration, the interior design of your house. Number two, you should describe what is it like. What is it like? Okay? And then you should describe your memories. How long have you lived with your family? Then you can describe your relationship with your neighbors and your residents. Okay? يعني this is really important يا شباب. As you call in Egypt, يعني بيقولوا دايما في مصر اشتري الجار قبل الدار. اشتري الجار قبل الدار. Means what? Your neighbors play important and essential role in your feelings. Okay? So if you live in a good place, but your neighbors are not good, of course, you have to move one day. Okay? So here, when we talk about where we live, also neighborhood, your neighborhood. Also, you need to describe the area. Here, area here means what, ya shabab? The streets you live in. The street you live in. Okay? And the immediate area around your home. Maybe your house maybe is quite close to the local park. Okay? And local roads, shops, parks, fields, everything around your house or your flat. So how would you describe your home and the neighborhood? Okay? So when I ask you, as you know, in your speaking test, you have two parts, just to remind you. The first part, photo card, you will be given a picture, maybe one of those, or these pictures, as you see. All the pictures, you can see different houses, different places in different countries. You should describe what you can see. When you talk about these pictures, Shabab, you need to cover all these items, as we mentioned. So let me start with my home.